Hola y bienvenidos a clase. Hoy la clase se titula No se puede, you can't, y se trata de esta estructura se, which is used for passive constructions in español. We're looking at las reglas, so here you can form una regla con está prohibido más infinitivo, o se prohíbe más infinitivo. Remember, we're not saying anything with that h. So, prohibido, se prohíbe, ¿vale? No se puede is another way to say you can't. It's forbidden, you can't. Right, unos ejemplos. Está prohibido aparcar. It's forbidden to park. Está prohibido aparcar aquí. O se prohíbe fumar. Se prohíbe pegar carteles. You're not allowed to stick up posters. Or no se puede pisar el césped. We shouldn't walk on the grass. So it's all those times when we're not talking about a specific person. We're using this se. Can you now pause the video and translate these 4 sentences? Pause the video, do that. Bien. Se más the third person singular verb form is used for impersonal sentences, and we translate them with one or you or they or people, things like that. So, en Navidades se gasta mucho. People spend a lot at Christmas. Okay? Se llega a la cima en unas 2 horas. I'd like you to translate it. Llegar is to arrive, and la cima is the top of a mountain. So we have encima, meaning on top of, and la cima, meaning the top of a mountain. La cima. Se llega a la cima en 2 horas. You get to the top in 2 hours. Okay, next one. Se sube por un sendero estrecho. So estrecho is narrow. Subir is to go up. And un sendero is a path. Translate that. I'd say you go up a narrow path. En España no se toma té, se toma café. Translate that. Well, I'd probably use they. So in Spain, they don't have tea, they have coffee. Something like that. Okay. Y no se habla español en Detroit. Maybe go with people or they. They don't speak Spanish in Detroit, or people don't speak Spanish in Detroit. Aunque estoy segura que unas personas hablan el español en Detroit. Ahora tenemos unas frases de un diálogo. No ha visto la señal. Ya le he dicho que está prohibido aparcar. Oiga. Now that means hey. Hey. And it comes from oír, which means to listen, and it's an imperative form. So, hey, está prohibido aparcar aquí. A ver su carné de conducir, por favor. Pues no lo encuentro. You remember, encontrar is to meet or to find in this case. No lo encuentro. Pues tengo que ponerle una multa. Una multa is a fine. Sí, pero me lo he dejado en el hotel. These are out of order. Can you match the español con el inglés and do that now? Bien, no ha visto la señal. Haven't you seen the sign? Ya le he dicho que está prohibido aparcar. I've already told you. So this word ya is already. I've already told you. Le is the usted form for you, to you, que está prohibido aparcar. A ver su carnet de conducir. Let me see your driver's license. Pues no lo encuentro. Well, I can't find it. So this pues means well. Pues tengo que ponerle una multa. Well, I have to give you a fine. Sí, pero me lo he dejado. I've left it. Dejar is to leave something. Me lo he dejado en el hotel. I've left it in the hotel. Out of order, but I hope you were able to match up el inglés con el español. Okay, here are some more sentences from the same dialogue. Excuse me, I've only stopped for a moment. I'm sorry. Can you translate that using these? Perdone, solo he parado un momento. Lo siento. So literally, lo siento means I feel it. Okay, what sign? No, I haven't seen it. It's that I'm not from here. Can you translate that? ¿Qué señal? No, no la he visto. Es que no soy de aquí. And when you're giving an excuse, it's good to start it with es que. Okay, next one. Well, you can't park here. Translate. Pues no se puede aparcar aquí. O pues aquí no se puede aparcar. You're aware. Word order's a bit flexible. Okay, next one. But don't you know that you can't go without a license in the car? Translate using these words. Pero no sabe que no se puede ir sin carne en el coche. Okay. Now, from those sentences, which all come from one dialogue, although they have been mixed up, we've got some important vocabulary about driving, carnet de conducir, driving license. So can you look at this slide now and match el inglés con el español? Pause the video and do that now. Carnet de conducir is driving license. Dejado, left. Dicho, said. Encuentro, find. Oiga, hey. Parado is stopped. So una parada de autobús is a bus stop. Señal is a sign. Sin, you know, is without. Una multa is a fine. Ya, we said, is already. Pues is well, and sabe is you know. Okay. Vamos a pensar en unas reglas para una ciudad o tu casa o tu lugar de trabajo. Y tenemos unos temas: arrojar basura, consumir alcohol, fuegos artificiales, llegar tarde, los pasos de peatones, pedestrians, lenguaje ofensivo, llevar paraguas, and altavoces, which are speakers. Okay, so which one's fireworks? Fuegos artificiales. Carry or use umbrellas. Llevar paraguas. Drink alcohol. Consumir alcohol. Speakers. Altavoces. Pedestrian crossings. Pasos de peatones. Drop litter. Arrojar, which is more like throw, I think. Basura, which is the litter. Arrive late. Llegar tarde. And offensive language. Lenguaje ofensivo. You can download a Word PDF of this and much more. So there's lots of examples for you to work on and to memorize and to learn. Okay, so download the PDF, the link's in the description. Okay, I would like you now to look at these reglas and I would like you to translate them to Inglés. Pause the video and do that now. Can you now translate these rules into Spanish? And you can have a look at them here. Can you pause and write 3 reglas con está prohibido o se prohíbe o no se puede, and perhaps put in the comments what the rules for your places are. Okay, impersonal se and the passive with se work like this. You don't know who is doing the action of the verb, and you use se and the third person of the verb. It could be third person singular or third person plural. So in this sentence, el libro se publicó hace 2 años. We don't know who published the book, just that it was published. We can say was published, but it's less common. So we could say el libro fue publicado hace 2 años, but it's less common. That is not done. Eso no se hace. We don't care who does it. Nobody should do it. Eso no se hace. Malo, malo, malo. Eso no se hace. I've put this link on to SpanishDict.com, so we'll have a look at that. Right, so this is the passive se lesson with SpanishDictionary.com, and that's the link in the description. You have the passive voice explanation used to talk when we don't know what the person is or we're not specifying who the person is. And we use it in these different ways. En español se vende queso, cheese is sold, se compran muebles usados. So these explanations are useful, really useful. But the really good part está aquí, start first lesson. So I'll show you a little bit of that. And it's log me straight in. Sometimes you need to put a little login through Google or Facebook or whatever you're using. Hola, bienvenido a la clase de cocina. Hoy aprenderemos cómo, and then we have una tortilla. So it's going to be se hace rather than se hacen. If you have the sound on, you'll hear it's se hace. The good thing is you can hover over this and it'll give you the translation, and there's a lot to do. So, es lo que recomiendo después de esta clase. Follow the link in the description, get the PDF download, and then do your lesson on SpanishDict.com. Here are a few more examples. We have traffic gets jammed during rush hours. Can you translate that sentence using these words? So we're starting with se. So se atasca, it gets jammed. Se atasca el tráfico. You could put el tráfico se atasca en las horas pico. Next one. You should be respectful towards the others. Translate that. So there's no word for you, it's just implied. Se debe ser respetuoso con los demás. ¿Vale? Y people asked for help in difficult times. Again, we're not translating people, it's just implied. How would you translate it with these words? Se pide, from pedir, which means to ask for. Se pide ayuda en momentos difíciles. Vale. Para terminar, hoy vamos a mirar el vocabulario acerca de la bicicleta. Tenemos peatones, which are pedestrians, adelantar, which is overtake. Can you pause the video and find the pairs for the rest of those 9 words? tenemos señalizar, which is signal, auriculares, headphones, ceder el paso is to give way, manillar is the handlebars, so maybe no se debe soltar el manillar, let go or release. Aceras are pavements, casco, helmet, and filo india is a single file. Could you write some rules for riding your bike and maybe publish them in the comments? I would love to see what you write. How should cyclists behave? How should you behave cuando montas en bicicleta? Dime, por favor. Bien. Este es el fin de la clase de hoy. Si tienes pasos, go to página 51. This is Pasos book 2, and we're looking at ¿Qué has hecho? But it's really the first section, 4A, page 52, 53, 52, 53 y un poquito en 54. And if you don't have pasos, no te preocupes. The link to SpanishDict.com is in the description, as is the link to the PDF, which you can work on. There's so much more in the PDF. It took a lot longer to present and work through the PDF than it does to go through this lesson. So you can really consolidate your learning if you download that. And it's free and there's no sign up. So, ¿por qué no? Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Adiós.